I was tagged in this story on Twitter, and this is probably one of the most craziest stories that anybody would ever want to hear, especially since the occasion was supposed to be seen as a happy one. But in this picture, you see two people. On the left is a man by the name of Joel Melgoza, and on the right is his wife, Esther. Now, Esther Melgoza. And unfortunately, their happy ceremony or happy matrimony was very, very short lived. Now, as you can see right here, you can tell they clearly just got married. And unfortunately, that would be one of the last happy times they would ever have together as a couple. Because on the night of their wedding, at the reception, two savages, who were brothers by the way, and I'm going to scroll down in a little bit to show their picture, decided they were going to crash their wedding. And it became extremely violent. In an attempt to protect his family, Joe Melgoza ended up being beaten to death by a bat by one of the brothers. And now this woman, who literally just became a wife, literally became a widow in the same day. Like, that's crazy when you think about it. Now, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to scroll down so you can see the images of the two savages that murdered this man. And there they are right there. Their names are Roni Ramirez and Josu Ramirez. Now I'm going to go ahead and get into this article. Just hours after a California couple exchanged their wedding vows over the weekend, police say two brothers came to the newlyweds' backyard reception uninvited and beat the groom to death with baseball bats. Joe Melgoza, age 30, was found suffering from a blunt force trauma to the head in the backyard of a home located across the street from the reception venue in Chino, California at around 2:20 a.m. on Sunday. Melgoza was rushed to Chino Valley Medical Center, where he succumbed to his injuries, leaving behind his wife of just a few hours, Esther Melgoza, and his 11-year-old daughter. Based on information obtained from the witnesses, police identified the suspects in the groom's brutal killing as brothers Roni Ramirez and Josu Ramirez. According to the Chino Police Department, the siblings did not know Melgoza but lived not far from the home of his wife's family in the 13,200 block of 17th Street where the wedding reception was being held, and showed up at the celebration uninvited. The wedding crashers allegedly started a fight with some of the guests and were asked to leave, which they did, only to return a short time later armed with baseball bats, according to Melgoza's brother, Andy Velasquez. Velasquez told NBC Los Angeles through sobs that his brother tried to confront the cowards who then pulled him away and killed him. Two other people attending the wedding celebration sustained minor injuries in the earlier confrontation with the Castaneda Ramirez brothers. My brother did not deserve to die like that. He was a good man. He was a solid man, Velasquez said. While comforted by his two surviving brothers and a sister, my brother was protecting his family. They came and they murdered him. Velasquez said of Melgoza that he was a father figure to him who had taught him how to be a man and how to raise his own family. According to his Facebook page, Melgoza and his then fiancée Esther married in a modest civil ceremony back in August, 5 months before Saturday's backyard celebration. Video recorded at the reception shared with NBC shows a beaming Melgoza dancing with his beautiful bride and raising a glass with his guests, not knowing at the time the horror ahead. Joe was a loving son, brother, father, cousin, partner, family member, and friend, reads the description of a GoFundMe campaign. He always had a way to make you smile. He was there for you at any time to give you a helping hand. He was taken away from us such a tragic and horrific way. Melgoza is survived by his honor student 11-year-old daughter Lily, of whom he had full custody. The girl will now be raised by her father's family. That's crazy. Like, that is wild. And like they said, they did not know this guy from a can of paint. They just came over there because they wanted to be reckless and just cause destruction. And these guys ended up murdering this man on the day he got married. So like I said, his wife ended up becoming a bride and a widow all in the same day, literally within hours of each other. Like, that's That's wow. That's not something you hear every day, but you got to be careful with those wedding crashes and those wedding crashing things. Those are definitely real. People see it as a comedic thing or something just to be, funny and everything like that. But as you can see right here, this was far from funny and it ended up turning deadly. It's probably going to get to the point where now, even at wedding ceremonies, as nice as an occasion as it may be, you might have to carry the strap because you never know what is on the minds of a lot of people out here. People's minds are reckless nowadays. Like whenever you're bored and you just don't have anything to do, people will do stuff like this just to cause chaos and dysfunction. But yeah, this is very unfortunate, especially to happen on your wedding day. Like really, like that's crazy. So and now his daughter is going to have to grow up the rest of her life without her dad, and this woman who just got married. Like that's crazy. Like I couldn't even imagine having, being in that position. Like really. But y'all let me know what y'all think, and I'll talk to you in the next one.